Now, a very brief comment on the online safety bill, because that is continuing through the House of Lords, and the government has announced some new developments there. Now, of course, these new developments are all related to digital ID. And if we remember what the government said in their digital ID FAQ, which was, is the government creating a mandatory ID card? And they said that this is with not the online safety bill, but the legislation with respect to digital identity. The proposed legislation does not include any proposal to create either a digital or physical ID card. The government is committed to make it as easy as possible for people to prove who they are online and access services they need without creating mandatory ID cards. This, we said, was misleading, and we stand by that because, of course, the online safety bill is effectively making it mandatory by requiring online services and websites to identify whether you are a child or not. So what they're saying is that they've planned rules to prevent children from viewing pornography, content that promotes suicide, self-harm, or eating disorders. That updates to the bill will hold services that publish or allow these things on their sites. They're going to hold them to a new standard on age verification and age estimation tools that they use. And of course, the simplest way to identify whether somebody is a certain age is to make them identify themselves online. So they're using the terms and conditions of the websites to effectively make this stuff mandatory. But let's just put this back on screen and look at what else they're doing. Action on harms from app stores. So they're saying that Ofcom will research the role of app stores in allowing children to access harmful content. Again, ID required here is going to be the ultimate destination. They want to boost media literacy, so Ofcom will be tasked with improving the general public's ability to identify disinformation and evaluate trusted sources of information. And they're going to have to publish a strategy every 3 years on how it plans to deliver that. And finally, to empower adults to take control of content. So they're going to help with the effective censorship of people by giving people the power to effectively block content that they don't want to see online and so on. So yeah, there we go.
It's pretty clear what's coming. And I would imagine that Farage is starting to wake up pretty quickly.
Okay, if you like what the UK Column does, you'd like to support us, please head over to community.ukcolumn.org. There are options to help us out there. You could pick something up at the UK Column shop, but please do share material you find on the various platforms, especially ukcolumn.org and ukcolumnextracts.co.uk.
Excellent. Well, I'd just like to add in there a huge thank you to Claire T from Bath, who sent us a very generous donation. So thank you very much to that. And we'll just say to everybody that we want the information to go out far and wide, but to grow the UK column, we do need your financial support. And it's very much appreciated when people join up with a membership or they're making a donation. But big thank you to Claire. It was very kind of you. Now, on the UK Column website, we've got the Fornethy Residential School timeline. It's part of this article. So David Scott and the Fornethy ladies doing a lot of work to get the detail out of the horrors of the Fornethy Residential School and what was done to little girls. Finally, there is some interest by the Scottish Parliament, but it also appears that there are people who already want to warn off members of the Scottish Parliament from getting too close to the truth about what's happened here. But David and the Fornethy team will continue to dig, and we will continue to report.